Glenn here. Hope you're all well. Thank you for coming back to the channel. And I have in my hand a box sent to me by SVBONY. It's their SV238, which is their off-axis guider. So off-axis guiders are things I've used in the past quite a lot. And I was offered an opportunity to have a look at theirs. And I thought, yep, let's have a look, give it a try, see how it performs. So I will do an unboxing and show you all about it. My name's Glenn and you're watching Astrobloke. Okay, so I've been sent this by SVBONY. So I'll do a honest review for you. They don't ask me to say anything. They don't control what I say. They just ask me to give an honest review and send me the product. So I'm just unboxing here, got a little bit of paperwork, and I'm just going to grab out the off-axis guider, which is quite a nice large looking prism on there actually, which is good to see. So the size of the prism is quite important. It's going to allow you to get a good camera on there and capture lots of light. A nice opening on the back there, letting through plenty of light. And we've got the off-axis guider. It feels very nice. I'm not sure about connectivity. I will have to have a look. It looks like they've got an internal thread there that will let that get a bit larger. We've got some screw holes here, so it looks like it might screw to a filter wheel. We've got an adapter included in there. And in here we've got a massive array actually of screws and knobs. So obviously there's lots of things we can do with this. And we've got another internal thread here. So let's take it even down even further. So it looks like they've included quite a lot of different ways of connecting this to equipment. I'm just going to put it back in the box temporarily. But what I'll have to do is I will get one of my rigs that I've used off-axis guider on before, and I've used the ZWO OAG large, which was a bolt-on, and that worked really well with the 36mm filter wheel by ZWO. It was a direct bolt-on, and it was a very solid setup. But I'll have a look through the paperwork and make sure I understand all of the different components, and then we'll see how we can get this thing connected up. And then what we'll do is we'll do an actual field test and see how it works. So I'll go and get this set up and hopefully have some results for you on how well this performs for guiding your astrophotography rig. Okay, so I've got SVBONY's SV238 Off-Axis Guider here, and this is the rig I mentioned earlier, or the imaging train that I use on some of my scopes, which is the 36mm position wheel by ZWO. I've got a 294mm Pro on the back there, and I've got the ZWO off-axis guider large, OAG large. In the top there I've got the 290mm mini. So what I'll be doing is I'll be seeing if the SVBONY can replace this, and then of course we can test to see how it works. Now the ZWO sensor is actually quite large. If I sort of put that up there, you can see it's quite a large sensor. And from my memory of what we looked at earlier, the SVBONY is a fairly large in width, but not quite as deep. So I would say it's actually wider, but not as deep. So that'll be interesting. I'm not sure how the surface areas compare, but as long as it's allowing in enough stars and light for tracking, I think that will be good.
I'm not sure if that's a good, I think that might be a good design idea, the fact they've gone for wide rather than deep, because it's the deep that sometimes intrudes on the light path to your sensor and can cause a shadow. So that's supposed to be a good idea, to make it extra wide so but it's staying around that perimeter. I mean, thinking a bit further, maybe they could make one that's curved with the actual shape of the OAG, but we'll get this hopefully fitted on, and we'll see how that gets on there, and then obviously we can then give it a test. So that's my next shot.
Okay, so that's the first stage complete, which is to take the ZWO off-axis guider off. I actually had a tilt plate on the front of that because that was giving me the diameter I needed to fit the flattener from the H6MA, because we've got a full frame thing going on there with the sensors. So I'm looking at the taking the adapter off the front of the OAG from SVBONY, and as you can see, it's got a multitude of screw holes, and I'm going to look at the ZWO filter wheel now, and we're looking for it to line up with those 4 holes. If they do, it will bolt straight on. Okay, so that's just got 4 bolts there holding the off-axis guider lovely and firmly onto the EFW, electronic filter wheel. Easier said than that. So what I think can happen, this is actually in its bottom position at the moment, and I know that the 86MA has got a lovely wide, it's got a nice open aperture, so it will bring in plenty of light and all the way up to a 44mm imaging sensor. So I think I can push this. There's a little Allen here that allows you to raise the bar there, and I think once you get it to where you want, you can actually tighten it up with that. So that's got it way out of the way of the sensor, so we don't want any shadow or anything, so we're definitely not going to get that, and we'll use this to nip it up. So as you can see there, you've got your sensor, and then the capturing of the light for the OAG way above that, so you're not going to get any shadowing or problems with that at all. So that's really good. So all that's left really with this is to get it on my rig, and then the bit I can't control is find a clear sky, because at the moment the weather is really bad. We've just had rain for the last 2 days, so hopefully that's going to clear. We'll get some nice clear nights. We'll get this on a target and we'll test out this OAG and make sure that it performs as good as it looks, because I say it's very well built. It's very sturdy. It looks really nice. I like it very much. It's very similar to the ZWO OAG. I mean, they've got that little red accent on it, which this hasn't got. But yeah, it's so far so good. So I'll be back with some results. Now, one thing I do suggest before you take this out at night is try and get a rough focus in the daytime. It's extremely difficult at night to try and get it perfectly focused, and you can find yourself hunting around quite a bit. I tend to use sharp cap for this because it's easier to get nice short exposures for the daytime, and sharp cap is free to use. You only have to pay for the pro license, which is very affordable if you want to use other features on it like the live stacking or the polar alignment. But anyway, get the main camera in focus on an object in the far distance. The further away the better. You can see here I've used a pylon, and then once that's in rough focus, switch to the OAG and get that in rough focus on the exact same target. Once you've got that, you then know at night time it's just going to be a small tweak to get those stars nice and sharp. Trust me, this will save you a lot of time and pain. So do it in the daytime and then tweak it at night. Evening all, a rather chilly evening as well, but we're in a position now to test out the OAG that has been sent to me by SVBONY. So what I need to do now is just get everything turned on and connected, and then we can get it into focus and see how well it works. We've finally got a clear night to play with, so we'll get everything turned on. And we'll go from there. So pleasingly, the guiding was very steady, and as you can see, I'm getting 0.4 total RMS error, which is excellent. So Off-Axis Guider has always worked quite well for me, and it was very simple adding this into my kit. But then I have had Off-Axis guiding working. It can take a little bit of adjustment, but once it's there, it does work very well. Takes away the need for an extra guide scope and maybe brings down the weight of your rig a little bit. So where can you get this from? So it's available through SVBONY, and the best place is on their Amazon sites. So if you go on the UK site, you'll see that it's up for £114.99. And from the US site, it's $129.99. There are some extra versions of the OAG on both of those sites, which includes things like the filter draw, etc. So you can look at them if they're also something you might consider. Now this is an excellent price for an OAG, and it's a very, very sturdy, well-made thing, very smooth helical focuser. It's really nice actually, I must say. I think it's a very good product. There is an extra discount available for you until the 15th of May. And if you put in the code SV238020, there is an extra 15% off for my viewers. So I'll put all of these details in my description below. Please be sure to check them out. So I hope you found the video interesting. If you're looking for something like an OAG, the SVBONY SV238 is definitely worth considering. If you've enjoyed the video, please think about giving me a thumbs up, or maybe even subscribing to the channel. But until next time, I'd like to wish you all clear skies, and I'll see you under the stars.